This is the one about agent websites and what I think most of us do wrong.
If you're a real estate agent or broker, this show is for you. Onion Juice is both a podcast and a movement designed to wake up and redefine the real estate industry. Here's your host, NeilMathweg, for another stimulating episode of The Onion Juice. Let's join the movement now.
Hey, it's NeilMathweg. It's Onion Juice podcast once again. Thank you so much for joining us. Episode number 12. In this one, we're going to be talking about websites and the agent websites and I feel like a lot of us are doing it wrong and think that we're missing the boat when it comes to agent websites. And before I jump into that, I would like to ask you to go to iTunes and please do me a favor and subscribe, rate, and review. I really need more 5 stars. I have 7 of them right now, and I would love a lot more. And I only have 4 reviews, and I really need more reviews. My dream is to get on the new and noteworthy list, and I really need your help in doing that. So if you could please do me a favor, it just takes a couple minutes. Go to iTunes, subscribe, rate, and review. Give me 5 stars and write a quick review. Tell me what you think of the show. It would really, really help me out. And also, if this is the first time you've listened, welcome. And if you could do, I'm done asking for favors. I'm going to do a favor for you. Go to onionjuicepodcast.com. I have a 12-minute video there that is free to you. It's my listing presentation. It's the way that I've won 99% of all listing appointments. And so I give that to you for free. So that's Onion Juice Podcast. In this episode, we're going to talk about websites. I don't want this episode to be about SEO. I want this episode to be more about how we can use social media and how we can use some call capture and how we can use some direct response to our websites. And I'm going to rant a little bit in this episode because I see us as agents using the template website that we get from our franchise or from our broker, and I see us doing nothing with it. I see us missing out on a huge opportunity. I see us using our websites as more of a business card and just kind of like get it done and set it and forget it. And the biggest thing that I see us missing on is there's 2 of them. One of them is buyers, or we think that our websites are attracting buyers, and so we have all this information on for buyers, and we kind of forget about sellers. When I think that most consumers that are going to our websites are sellers. Buyers go to Trulia and Zillow and Realtor.com. Sellers look at realtors. They look to hire realtors. And so buyers are looking for houses, not realtors. And some do, don't get me wrong, some do go look for a realtor before they look for a home. But a lot of them will shop the market first and they want to avoid realtors. And so, but sellers, that's one of the first things they do is, who are we going to hire to sell our house? And so that's really where I think our website needs to be. It needs to attract sellers. And second, we have to have lead gen funnels on our websites. We have to have a way to capture their contact information. We have to give them value. So give them a freebie, give them something that is of value for them to download for free. And then that way we're going to get their email address, and then that way we know who's been on our website and who's looking at our content. And then we can do a drip email campaign to those people. So what I would do on my website is I had 11 critical questions that every seller needs to ask before hiring a realtor. And I would mail to expireds, and I would have those the letters to those expireds. You can check that episode out a few episodes ago where I talked about expireds. But I would mail to these expired sellers, and I would tell them to come to my website for the free download, and it was to give them value. All right. And so when they came to my website, they'd fill out the contact information. They'd see a short video of me introducing it. Then they would get the download, and then I would follow up with them. And so most of the websites that I see out there from agents are just this really canned website and it has no capture, no lead gen funnel on it. Sometimes they're really pretty, right? Sometimes we have some really good logos and some really good images, and we just focus on making sure that it looks really good, because that's gonna, that's gonna reflect us. So we really got to make sure that it looks good and it feels good. We don't worry too much about the content. We don't really worry about capturing their information, because we don't want to be all salesy, and we don't provide them with value. And I think that's a huge mistake. You're missing out. You're missing the point, really. How often have you hired somebody because you like their logo? How often have you hired somebody because you like their photo or their website makes you feel good? It just doesn't happen. And so we have to think about this. Like, if I was going to go door to door, and somebody opened the door and I'm holding up a sign of my picture and of my logo and a little small description, because I don't want to make it long, a little small description, do you think they're going to hire me? No, they're going to hire me that if I ask them the right questions, if I can create the conversation, if I can compel them to work with me, then they're going to hire me. If I provide them value before they even meet me, then they're going to hire me. That's what my website does. It provides them value before they even meet me. And they appreciate that value. Then they're compelled to hire me. And granted, yes, I do have a good looking website. It's not the best, but I have a nice logo. I have some nice pictures of me. I'm not inside the box. I'm myself, and that's my brand, right? You might have a more professional brand than me. I want to have the fun, happy-go-lucky brand, so I kind of have like the Jimmy John's sub shop style of a brand. You might have a steakhouse brand, right? You still want to have your site look nice, but don't get so wrapped up in that to think that you can forget about everything else. The other thing too is we think that our bios need to be short and sweet, and they end up sounding like a resume, and that's a huge mistake. Your bio needs to tell a story. You need to stand for something. If you don't stand for something, you stand for nothing. And so you need to take a stance for some things that you believe in. And what's going to happen is the consumer is going to stand with you, and they're going to like you because of the way that the content that's in your website, it stands for something, and it compels them to want to work with you. So don't be afraid to write out a long bio, to tell stories. And please, you've heard me say it before, your bio is your About Me page is the second most visited page on your website. And the first is your homepage. Everybody must go there. But then the first thing they click on is About Me or Meet Neil or whatever you have it titled. That is where they're gonna go check out your bio. They want to get to know you. So you really have to make sure that you spend a lot of time on your bio. Hire a professional copywriter. You really need to have a great bio. You really need to tell a story. And if you don't, you're going to miss out. And if you don't have a freebie or a lead gen funnel or a lead gen magnet, you're going to miss out too. All right? And so the other thing too that I missed out on is I don't focus on SEO. I focused all on social. And I focused on engaging with people on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, Google+, LinkedIn, and I focused on driving them back to my website. But I missed out big time with SEO. If somebody searched what questions to ask a realtor, and I have a special report that I give away for free, I really could have attracted a lot of traffic to my website. Granted, it probably would have been nationwide and people that, well, maybe I could have got referrals. I don't know. I'm kind of upset with myself here. I should have had better SEO on my WordPress site. But what I focused on was Instagram, or what I focused on was social. Today, driving traffic to my website, it's all about writing articles about your community and then reaching out to people that are in your community at that. Let's say I wrote about a favorite restaurant, and they're at that restaurant. I engage with them. I direct them back to my website to enter a review on the website that they're at. And I talk about all of this a couple episodes ago on Instagram, so I don't want to repeat myself. But that's how I would be driving traffic to my website today if I was still writing about things that were going on in my city and creating this content. So I really all right. So that's what you need to do with your website, right? So I really want people to look at their websites differently. Now, if you've got a franchise website, it's not a bad thing. You don't need to tear it down and start all over. There's a lot of really good things about having a franchise site. The buyers can search for homes on there, and there's some benefits to it. But really try to peel it apart as much as you can, and have a long bio, have a lot of photos, and then your biggest challenge is going to be to have a lead gen funnel. One thing that you could do is find a way to offer the special report on the homepage, have a big photo, and then if somebody clicks on that photo, then it takes them to a landing page. It takes them off the site and takes them to a landing page, and then that's where you could have your lead gen funnel. I hooked mine all up through Aweber. Lead Pages is another really good company that I started to explore. I haven't signed up with them yet, but I like what they're offering. And use Fiverr. Find somebody on Fiverr. That's Fiverr.com. Find somebody on Fiverr to help you out, or Odesk, or any of those sites. Have somebody help you out. You really want to offer a special report. So think about your special report and really think about what this is going to do to provide value. And don't be afraid to provide awesome value, even if it's a full ebook. Like, really provide a lot of value, long end value, long words. Or long written out. Don't just give them little nuggets. Give them the whole kit and caboodle, right? Really draw it all out. So it's your opportunity to compel them. Remember that, right? So work on your bios. Make sure your bios aren't short. Hire a copywriter. Again, hire a copywriter to help you with your bio. So go do all of that. Let me know what you think. Let me know what aha moments you have here. Let me know what help you need. You can send me an email, NeilMathweg@gmail.com. You can reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, or you can find me. Just search NeilMathweg on any platform, and there I am. So let me know how I can help you. And again, if you wouldn't mind going to iTunes to subscribe, rate, and review, I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks again, everybody. Episode number 12 in the books, and I'm having a blast with this. So again, thank you. Let me know you're listening. Let me know what you think of the show, and I love the feedback. It helps me keep going with this. It's a lot of work to put these shows together, so I really love to hear from you. Again, thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you have a great day, and like always, remember to be the reason somebody smiles today. Thank you so much for watching the video all the way to the end. And the cool kids are subscribing to my YouTube channel. But maybe you'll want to listen to a little bit more content, and it would be great to have it on a podcast. So you should check out the Onion Juice podcast. Or maybe you want to take this even a step further, and maybe you're looking for a real estate agent coach that will help you take your business to the next level. You should check out RoundBox down there in the corner. Thanks again for watching. Hope you have a great day. And like always, remember to be the reason somebody smiles today.